Hey, how's it going? My name's Mr. Chizelli. I go by Mr. G here at Central. I'm sorry I couldn't join you all for today's open house, but the girls' soccer team has a game versus Manual at 6 o'clock. So I'll be going over a couple of things here in this video that'll give you a better idea of what my health class is about at Central High School. So first thing first, I'm gonna describe our course a little bit. Now, health, at the end of the day, health education is designed to help students to acquire the knowledge and the skills they need to maintain health and wellness throughout their lifetime. Um, that's the whole goal is for them to learn the skills that they need to learn and to take those skills and use them for the rest of their life so they can live a long, happy, joyful, fulfilling life. That's the goal at the end of the day. Learn what you can in class and use as much as you can of it in the outside world. And just be patient, be faithful, and soon enough you will reap the rewards of your positive actions. That's the goal. Now, the intent of a comprehensive health education program is just to motivate students to improve their health, to prevent disease, and avoid or like reduce any health related risk behaviors. That can be smoking, that can be drinking, that can be negative thinking, that can be a bad attitude, that can be many things. There's many things that are related to health risks. Stress is one of them. Learning how to manage stress is huge in our culture right now. And we've already learned in our class that, like, if you were to search up on Google right now the number one cause of death worldwide, you'd find that, it's cardiovascular related diseases. And most of that is due to stress because stress puts a big weight on our heart. And learning how to manage that is crucial and huge. And the earlier we start in our life on managing our emotions, the easier it will be as life goes on and progresses. Now, all the teaching and the learning is focused on student achievement, and it's based off the Kentucky State standards or the SHAPE standards that we have for health. Um, at the end of the day, we're trying to achieve health literacy. Just as you would try to, a teacher would try to achieve reading literacy if you're an English teacher, or math literacy if you're a math teacher. We're trying to achieve health literacy in class. We want to understand what it means to be healthy and how to be healthy. Now, a health literate youth, or anybody who's health literate, has the ability to maintain and enhance their personal health and fitness. They have the ability to create a safe environment for themselves and for their friends, for their community, and for their family. And they can manage, personal and community resources. So they know where the nearest hospital is. They know where to get their teeth checked. They know how insurance works, type deal. They know how to be a smart consumer in a sense. Um, Smart just meaning conscious consumer. Like, we're not just going in the store buying anything or believing any ad, but doing our own research and going inside with a good intention. Um, with health education, I try to provide as many real life learning experiences with personal application as possible, just so like it can be relevant for the students and they can absorb it better. Um, and my goal is just to create opportunities and experiences that engage and challenge young people to like assess, explore, and question their health. While personalizing their health, adapting and evaluating their learning. When we speak of, for example, when we go into our nutrition lesson, I'm not going to go about it in like a general sense. Everybody has a unique diet because we all live a unique life. Not There's no two people who think the same, who move the same amount or any of that. So in a sense, your diet has to match your activity level, and your activity level isn't always physical. It's also mental and emotional. So if you're spending a lot of energy mentally and emotionally, you have to be really aware, like, what is your body craving, and you know how how to better like assess those cravings. Should Usually, when people are super stressed or they're very emotional, they either crave very salty foods, very fatty foods, or very foods that are high in sugar, because their body's lacking dopamine. And so, if you're getting those cravings, should you be putting all those types of foods in your body, or should you do an activity or something that increases dopamine in a natural way? And that's what we try to learn. How to how to avoid the negative options, and how to negative meaning like how to avoid options that reduce the quality of our health, and how can we move towards options that improve the quality of our health. And at the end of the day, our health is in our hands, it's in our control, right? But things don't just get better on their own. They require energy, they require movement. And so we have to make an effort to be better every single day. And that's not to say that we need to change or we're not good enough, but improvement is necessary. Life is constantly changing, and we must change with it. We must transform with it. So that's pretty much it with our class description. Right now, we're just getting finished with the understanding the influences of media and advertising, and we'll be going into diseases and disease prevention in our next lesson. So far, we've gone over personal health and wellness. We've gone over understanding and managing stress, and we talked about self-esteem in that one too. We've talked a little bit about mental health, and we've gone over environmental health as well. And let me see if I've left anything out. Oh, and life expectancy. So, we've looked at the blue zones around the world, and the blue zones are just areas in the world which people are living exceptionally long lives, but they're not only old, but they're also old and thriving. So they're going to the grocery by themselves, they're hanging out with friends, they can still remember, they can play games. So, they're old, but they're functioning. And that's the goal, to live a long, happy life if, if God's willing. But anywho, for late work and grading, I'm not really strict on that policy. I just need students to communicate if they're going to turn something in late. I don't mind late work as long as it's quality. I don't take off points for late work either. I just take points off if I notice the work is like lackadaisical, or like there's no effort in it, But if I notice there's good effort, there's good detail in the work, then the student will get a good grade. And for grading, for NTI, we're only doing mastery and progression. So there's no engagement grades, so you don't just get points for coming to class. You only get a grade if you do something. And what else am I leaving out? All right, yeah. Feel free to contact me at any time. My syllabus is posted in our Google Classroom, so if you need to get any type of contact information, it's on there. My phone number and my email is on there, so I should be accessible. If you're gonna use my phone number, just preferably send a text, and with a name, with the parent name and a student name, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for your time. Apologies again for not being able to join, but I hope to meet you all soon. We have our parent-teacher conferences coming up, so I'll be available for those times, and I'll be posting the times on Google Classroom in our thread for each class. So be on the lookout for that if you'd like to have a personal conference to see how your child is doing. And apart from that, yeah, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great night. Peace.